Well, Sunday morning, I'm just burning up some old chunks of wood from home. They're all just old pallet wood I had. Doing all this at once so I can gather all the nails up after and use a magnet and get rid of all of those in the trash instead of having them end up in the land somewhere. But, or worse, in somebody's tire. That would be horrible. But this is what we get today. A beautiful day. It's dead calm, which isn't great for mosquitoes, but it was down to 9 degrees C last night, so really cold. I got lucky with my eye, really lucky. There's some red spots, as you can see. No black eye, but I'm damn lucky I didn't lose a thing over stupidity. I put that ladder in a dumb place and then walking with my head down and a brimmed hat, which I kind of need because I'm a bit ginger, but brimmed hats are bloody dangerous because you can't see what's right above the brim. That's, yeah, my own stupid fault. Could have been a hell of a lot worse. It's a long drive to the hospital with one eye. So, yeah, today, clean up all the trash, finish mowing some grass, wash down the camper, finish sealing the roof, and actually, I think we might try, I'll show you something. So I made a new pigtail for using with the portable water pump, and this is all sealed with goop glue and quite a bit heavier gauge wire than what the other one was, but this is what I think we're going to try. We're going to try treating the hair of the camper. This is actually hydrogen peroxide, and I think what we're going to try to do is the bathroom skylight is quite yellow, and I'm thinking I don't see any reason why we can't use this to make it clear and white again, just like retro video game consoles and stuff. So we're going to give it a try. And this is the 12-volt pump we used with the pressure washer last time with my new end and the 5 amp hour 3-cell lithium polymer that's a little puffy, so it got retired a long time ago. I'm glad I didn't throw it out because there's nothing wrong with it. It's just a little puffy. So this in our fill jug, and this thing works so darn good. I am going to clean the sides of the camper and get some of that bush lot, it's not mold, it's moss growing up there, and get this cleaned up and see how clean it shows when it's done. This thing had tons of pressure before, so I'm anticipating a good show on this today. We'll hit it with some environmentally friendly, fairly environmentally friendly Scott's outdoor cleaner. Safe for plants, OxyClean, stain fighters, this stuff. I actually tried it right on a spot of grass. It didn't kill it. So I kind of believe them. I'm pretty conscious about what I put on the land here. Biodegradable soap in the camper with the exception of shampoo. I still use shampoo, but it's such a small volume. I'm pretty sure things can take it here. But I try and make sure I don't use any caustic detergents. I don't use any heavy-duty insecticides or anything, only the Thermacell. Garlic oil, I don't even use that this year, but I did last year. And pyrethrin from chrysanthemums, I used a little bit last year around the tires to keep the ants from coming in. I didn't even use that this year. I'm not having a problem, so... yeah, trying to be pretty careful and pretty responsible as much as I can. It's not the way we were when all my young life living up here, but it's a good way to be now, I think. And yeah, a little smarter now. So yeah, trying to do a good job. Okay, we got our concentrate mixed up and then some Simonized wash and wax. And we should have hopefully enough water to do at least this side today. I would think we've got a whole extra 5 gallons. That should be plenty, I think. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Let's see. Okie dokie, that's what we're left with. I have to say that's good enough for the bush. What do you think? That is freaking awesome. That pump, holy smokes, does it work good. Adding your own battery is just the way to go. I still have the lithium ion battery inside, but that didn't even put a dent in it. But yeah, I seam taped this yesterday. Can't remember whether I recorded it. And I just ran out of water at that far corner. So I did the front and this side. And I'm gonna see if I can get those crappy decals off of there. Maybe make things look a bit more presentable. But yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with that. It's a heck of a lot cleaner than it was. That almost looks half respectable for the wife and Riggs to come over. I think she should be pleased. Oh, I got a heck of a mess. I was just gonna sit down for a muffin and I saw the sun is almost overhead. And I thought, hey, let's see what we're getting for solar. 387 watts. I'll take that. 28 amps. Cooking the batteries along just wonderful. And my power monitoring over here is working good. We have both the AC and the DC side monitored, and perfect. I wish I could have that over there, but I'm not going to move it. This is actually convenient because when I take breaks on the couch midday and have a coffee when it's really hot outside, I can watch free energy pour in. I'm happy with that. That's pretty good. Thanks to my father for getting those panels for me, and I'm happy with the battery performance. It's just great. It's really nice to be able to make solar power in the bush and not have to run the generator so often. Couldn't be happier. All right, this is our bathroom skylight. I'm gonna reseal this in a couple of weeks, but I figured let's give this a try and see if we can retrobrite that. Your guess is as good as mine if it's gonna work. I don't see why not. Yeah, so we'll take some hydrogen peroxide, the goo, schmoo, and we'll sort of paint it on here. And then we'll put some cling wrap over it, some plastic wrap, to keep it from evaporating in the sun. And then we'll let the UV do its magic. Maybe it'll clean right up. I don't know. We'll see. The video will be the test. Can you retrobrite a bathroom skylight? I think it's going to be an interesting test. I don't know how much you need. I should also mention I've never done retrobriting before. I actually bought this bottle to retrobrite a game console, and well, it's getting repurposed. Geez, that didn't take much. This is the industrial stuff from Amazon for salons and whatnot. All right, I brought my cling wrap up. I've never used cling wrap at the camp, I don't think yet, so first use. With any luck, we can get it on there without completely making a mess of it. Good. And also environmentally friendly. Hydrogen peroxide breaks down into hydrogen and oxygen. And I won't make a mess of things here. There. I say we give that, I don't know how long we should give it. Maybe half an hour? Yeah, let's see what it does. Jesus, my eyes might be deceiving me, but that almost looks like it's getting more white already. Well, let's come back in half an hour. Well, that does its thing up there. I swear that looks whiter already. I was thinking maybe I should just do the inside one now. I have to take it apart and get all the bugs out of there from the winter season anyway, and why not do it as well? So I don't think any harm can come to it, so I'll drop this down. Well, let's take that out, clean it up, retrobrite it too. Why not? Get all the bugs off of it anyway. Once I got that out in the light of day, I realized it's not going to get any whiter. But what I can do is color some of this wood in the ceiling with a little bit of white paint maybe, and that will reflect even more light down through and also not give it quite so much of that orange glow. So what the heck, right? Rigged up a tarp to catch any overspray, and we'll give her the old trim clad treatment. This trim clad rust sticks to anything, and it's paint and primer in one, works great on wood. We'll try and keep it off the skylight, and maybe I'll even try and see about taping that. And yeah, I'll come back when it's done. Not much to it. Spray, spray, spray. Okay, it's always tough with the auto white balance on a GoPro, but that is a huge difference. This whole shower is notably brighter now. That made way more of a difference than I thought. So once the retrobrite does more of its thing up there, and I'll get this gummies off of here, just dirt and stuff, and put our inner back in, we should be good to go. That's a nice little, it's not a mod. Well, it is a mod. A little mod. I'm happy. All right, it's been about 45 minutes or so, and I'm going to take this off and clean it up and see what we got. Well, it's definitely less yellow. It's not white, but that is a noticeable shade difference. I'll try and do an overlay of before and after, but that is definitely significantly closer to white, so I'd say it's a success. Okie dokie. Bottom plate, bottom cover back in place. I am well and truly pleased with that. That is significantly more light than there was before coming in here. Like really noticeable compared to the rest of the camp. Don't mind my bedding's all tore up to air it out. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'd say success. Oh, a little French vanilla and 3 cookies. Dose of nature. That's the right way to do coffee time up here. Just like my grandparents did it, and I'll continue to do it too. Mennonite cookies. Here's one for you campers out there. If you have any of these Gain or any of these laundry detergent bottles with the push button, save one for a jug of water. Bring it over to camp with a rag and keep a basin and some camp soap, and you've got yourself a wash station outside, so you don't have to go into your camper all grubby. You can clean up out here. Works pretty good. Time to enjoy the evening. That was a very, very long day. I started just after daybreak, about 5:30 now, so yeah, time to rest. Soon be supper time. I hope you enjoyed today. It was fun for me. Even though I'm tired, it's one of those good tireds. I just realized we haven't got the game cam footage yet, so I take a walk down to the river and grab that. Funny story, this big oak here was actually my first swing was in that lower branch right there that's missing, and my first tree house went up this side. And my grandfather actually gave me this tree. He said, that tree is yours. It was actually this branch, I think, that had the swing on it. Lots of dead limbs on the bottom, but she's a happy tree. But not as happy as this old girl. That is just a thing of beauty, that one. Beautiful day now. Good breeze down at the river here, so the bugs won't completely chew us up. And maybe we can, oh, there's a family of ducks. It'll be just specks on this camera. I've heard something splashing around. I think it's a kingfisher down here. Very cool. Still haven't changed the batteries in these from the day I got them. How cool is that? I was hoping to get out on the kayak today and get a cruise up the river, but it didn't happen. We're pretty much out of time. The wind's going to drop and the bugs will be way too bad. But we can come down and take a look. Oh, just a beautiful evening. I didn't get any footage, but this morning was one of those mornings with the mist rising up. Just beautiful. It was because it was so cold last night. And lots of ducks, some geese here earlier, the sandhill cranes. I'm pretty sure a kingfisher going plop. They dive right into the water to get fish and grab hold of things like those minnows right there, come back up and go up to a branch, and then they smack it against the branch so it doesn't wiggle in their belly, and then they eat it. It's quite a thing to see. Used to always have a pot of water on the fire there, and my grandma's job to me was to tend it and make sure that it didn't boil over. All day, every day, we'd go back and forth fishing down at the river, and up here she'd make lunch and coffees for the guys, and my job was to make sure that the kettle was always warm but not too hot. And we could do the dishes and go back fishing. And we still actually have the same pot hanger we always had. The fire's gotten a little bit more advanced, but same rig. Pot hangs here over the fire. Oh, that is significantly cleaner. Check that out. Happy. I am ready for a break. Good morning. It is 8:30 on Monday morning, and I am officially on vacation. I'm going to head home and pick up a few supplies and maybe bring my quad over in prep for Danielle and Riggs to come over and have a couple of days relax together, a little family time. I still have a lot to do before they can come, but I should be able to squeeze that in the day before they show up. I did go and get the camera from the Evergreens, and the footage, remember a couple of weeks ago when the bird attacked the deer, or so I thought? I was wrong. They're actually friends, because I caught them a quarter mile away on a different camera, and sure enough, the bird rides the deer's back. Check out these pictures from the front cam. So apparently our little deer and bird are good pals and chum around together, which is pretty darn cool. So I hope I get a chance to see them more on camera. I'm gonna head out and get some stuff done. I have to do yard work and stuff at home, and then I'm gonna be right back and we'll see what else we can get done up here.